one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quade?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Welcome to the 2018 MCLA National Championships powered by Under Armour. The second game here on Field 3 in Salt Lake City. The 8-9 matchup between Sierra Nevada, the 8 seed in Division 2, against the 9 seed Florida Gulf Coast coming out of the SELC. The two teams out here in Travis Eldridge, Greg Bice, along with Josh Hawkins alongside for the call. Josh has broken out the shades here on the sidelines.
Beautiful out here.
Getting ready to go. The winner of this game will, of course, move on to take on the top seed St. Thomas Tommies, who won relatively easily in game one of the day, 16-2, taking care of Missouri State. Greg, what are you looking for in this 8-9 matchup?
Expect a much closer matchup than what we saw in the earlier game, but you know, both of these teams, they're traveling to get here, and you know, they have the opportunity to continue to play one more game. So we expect, there's a lot of energy on both of these sidelines right now. See how it plays out, but expect both these teams to come and compete in a much closer game than we saw in that first matchup with the Tommies, just in complete control.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how much running will be done by both these teams. A lot hotter out here as the day's gone on. But, you know, it's a long week for all these teams. So see if they'll get up and down this game, or kind of slow it down and you know, get into their sets.
You mentioned that heat. Obviously, we're at altitude. The sun is quite bright. You put on your shades, and always you're very stylish. I don't know, where that comes from, but you always look good.
I appreciate it, Greg. I appreciate it.
Taking a look at
coordination
for Florida Gulf Coast, Eddie Erickson, number 15 in the white unis. Excuse me.
Speaking of looking good.
For Sierra Nevada in the white unis, FGCU in the blue uniforms with the white numbers and the green trim. Both these teams played against St. Thomas during the regular season. Both lost. Sierra Nevada playing a much tighter game, a 5-3 showdown. Florida Gulf Coast losing 14-3 earlier on in the season. The ball is down. The opening faceoff is set. And it's Sierra Nevada in white coming up with the opening possession. But a turnover quickly.
Yeah, turnover in the clear. And that was a problem that we saw in the earlier matchup where Missouri State was getting stops, but they weren't able to clear. And it's so important. Get the ball when you get those possessions. Get it to your offense. It helps when you have a guy like Josh Hawkins who's got just the speed. You can give it to your fastest player and let him run it out. If you don't, you got to be able to space it out, control, get the right spots, and you got the extra player. Got to be able to clear the ball.
Yeah, the teams that play the cleanest, make the fewest mistakes are going to win these games. It starts in the clear, starts in the ground balls. Those small plays you got to make.
Right, they add up over the course of the game.
Carter Ayers, number 3 in blue, sending it around to Tyler Thomason. Good settled set here for FGCU to start things off.
Florida Gulf Coast is in an open set, and they're clearing the wings through, trying to dodge the alleys there.
Thomason just gets rid of it. Wrapping around, shot sails a little wide.
Nice possession so far for Florida Gulf Coast. Moving the ball around, being patient, getting a good rhythm on the offensive end.
Shot. Just a little high for Jordan Briggs, the senior.
Thought Sierra Nevada might have had that backed up.
Florida Gulf Coast keeps. Briggs with 48 points so far this season. 39 of them are goals. Ayers on the doorstep, and it's Briggs right on cue. His 40th goal of the season, and he gets FGCU on the board first.
Josh, how about that skip pass?
Yeah, it looked like the Eagles defense was caught in no man's land, kind of in between a slide, not really. Backside was left wide open. Nice skip pass through the defense and finished it backside.
Carter Ayers with the pass. It just opened up Jordan Briggs. And Jordan Briggs, nice finish, good calm presence there on the doorstep. Sometimes you see guys get too sped up, but looks like
nice lefty finish.
Yeah, he scored a few of those in his day.
Yep.
Another battle at the face-off X. The first one was won by Sierra Nevada. Another scrum. This time FGCU comes up with it.
Good ground ball.
And they'll take their time to set up the clear. And they had some confusion on whether FGCU, the Eagles, were on sides, and it ends up in a turnover.
Yeah, they could have stepped over, but they didn't, and they got the turnover.
Again, a couple early mistakes here from both teams on the clear.
Early on.
Maybe a little bit of nerves. Obviously, everybody knows you lose, your season's over.
It's all in.
Pressure's on.
Yeah. That's what you want as an athlete, right? You want to play in these games. You want to play in these big moments where win and you continue, lose and you're done.
So our first look at this Sierra Nevada offense. This is Quinn Nicodemus, a sophomore, 16 points so far this year.
I actually coached Quinn Nicodemus out of Columbus, Ohio.
There you go.
So if he has a good game
Ohio
today, it's all because of me.
Ohio kid making his way to California. Catching traffic, finding some space. Bounce shot just couldn't quite go for Nick Southern.
Yeah, and that's one there where he just needs to put it on cage. Good handle, collects himself right in front, just isn't able to complete the play.
Yeah, sometimes if you take a little bit off the shot and just place it, you're good.
I would say put the driver away and break out the putter.
Exactly. I've been playing a lot of golf recently.
Have you? I'm not a golf guy. Travis, you a golf guy?
I am a golf guy. I haven't seen Josh play, though. Save. Nice save by Austin Cotton. His first of the day.
He looked great in warm-ups. Watching him warm up, he's very athletic, and you saw it right there.
Jordan Briggs settles things up. Chance to add to this early lead for the Eagles. A battle of Eagles in this game.
And that was, even though Florida Gulf Coast was able to get the stop for Sierra Nevada, that was a good opening possession for them. They moved the ball. They got a couple decent looks. They just weren't able to put it on cage. Liam
O'Connor. And ball stripped away. And a flag flies. So first flag of the afternoon.
And a hold. It's Florida Gulf Coast. Can't say Eagles because, like you mentioned, they're both Eagles.
2 Eagles. Or you could just say Eagles and it's always right.
Yeah, I guess that's
exactly. That's what I was trying.
We got water?
A little frustration penalty there. Take away in that 2-man game and then push from behind, push with possession.
So Sierra Nevada's first man-up opportunity, and is that going to go over the end line? It does, and a quick turnover.
Yeah, you see those penalties, I think, especially out of attackmen. It seems like if they have a bad offensive play, then on the ride they either slash or, hold or push, or some level of letting out your frustration turns into a penalty.
Right.
Just got to stay calm and realize there's a lot more plays to be made. You don't want to put your team down a man.
So a chance for Florida Gulf Coast to just kill off the rest of this extra man opportunity. Man down at the moment. 10 seconds left, and FGCU content to hold on to it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we're back to even.
Really impressed with the patience of both of these teams early in this game. In our first game, it was a little sped up, a little hectic, and very comfortable.
Yeah, both teams settling in on offense, getting in their sets, getting the ball around. Everyone's getting a touch.
And Sierra Nevada is very packed in on their defense. Not putting a lot of pressure. You see right there, Tackman's got the ball. His hands are free. If you're that defender, put that stick on those hands. Looks like they're actually in a zone.
I was about to say.
Yeah, zone.
Zone defense, Sierra Nevada. FGCU is
shot clock's on.
30 seconds. Here comes Jordan Briggs.
Good ball movement.
An opportunity on the doorstep. Shot sails a little high. Great hustle by the Eagles in white. Back it up. Sierra Nevada takes over possession.
So you got to have shooters to break a zone. Moving the ball on offense.
What'd you think of that first possession there against the zone?
They moved it around, but they didn't get a good look. You gotta test the goalie. I mean, if you're gonna settle into a zone like that, you need shooters from the outside, stretch the defense out a little bit. It looked like they didn't get into really what they wanted to offensively in that first part of the zone. So successful zone for Sierra Nevada there.
Yeah, it seemed like maybe Florida Gulf Coast didn't even recognize they were in a zone until a minute into that possession.
Till the shot clock went on.
Correct.
Once again, a settled set here for Sierra Nevada. Content to play 6-on-6 lacrosse. Shot, nice save in front. Cotton again, his second one of the day.
Austin Cotton, that's a big boy save. Stares down the shooter, keeps the shoulder big. And then the clear as well. Nice work from the Eagles.
That's never going to get all this entire game, is it? Liam O'Connor, the junior, brings it in. 20 points so far this season, 10 goals and 11 assists.
And back into the zone.
If you're FGCU, how do you get into a rhythm when you're playing against the zone offensively?
I'm sorry, they're actually back in man, so.
Oh, well.
But
I guess that's a question for another possession.
We can hold that one. I'm sure we'll see the zone again. We'll table that and we'll come back to it. How do you get an offensive rhythm against the zone? Be ready, Hawkins.
Devin Deming couldn't get that one to go. Scooped up by Eddie Erickson, and they start the clear. But a errant pass causes a quick turnover. See if FGCU can get the quick restart.
Whenever you're throwing those over passes, those crossfield passes, you gotta set your feet. You gotta get your feet on your target. It's like being a quarterback and rolling out of the pocket. Set your feet, step into your target. A lot of times when you see passes sail, it has nothing to do with the hands and the hand placement or the release point. It's got everything to do with their feet.
Erickson's up to the challenge there on the shot for Briggs. Once again, some loose play in the clearing game. And it's another turnover. FGCU quickly the other way.
It's a little bit faster pace here in the last minute or two.
Good opportunity, shot sails wide. He really wound up for that one.
Yeah, that was he needed the putter there again, not the driver.
Nick Griffin went for it all. And we have a timeout here on the field early on. Florida Gulf Coast holding on to a 1-0 lead. About 10 minutes through this opening quarter, we'll be back here with more action of the MCLA National Tournament.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Welcome back to the 2018 MCLA National Tournament. Powered by Under Armour, we're back in Salt Lake City, Utah. The 8-9 matchup in Division II. Sierra Nevada Eagles, the 8 seed, against the Florida Gulf Coast Eagles, the 9 seed in this Division II bracket. The winner of this one will go on to play St. Thomas, the Tommies, who made easy work of their first round opponent earlier this morning into this early afternoon in Salt Lake City, Utah. Travis Eldridge, Greg Bice, Josh Hawkins roaming the sidelines for us. And guys, a very slow, methodical pace we've seen to the start of this game.
Yeah, and it's been a little bit sloppy for Sierra Nevada, and I like the timeout that they called. Try and regroup, circle the wagons, and take a deep breath. Did you get anything from the sideline there, Josh?
Yeah, Sierra Nevada talking about their offensive possessions and multiple dodges, not just taking one dodge to a shot, multiple dodges, getting in their set, getting into a flow like you were talking about, Travis.
Very stagnant so far in this game. It's Tyler Thomason. Scoops it over.
Laying the lumber. Here comes the flag.
So a free possession for FGCU. Long distance shot, never got through. Actually, it did.
That was a freebie there, so maybe just testing Sierra Nevada keeper, but.
You like that pressure there from the pole? Getting out and getting in the hands there?
Yeah, but it's weird because he's putting pressure on ball, but everybody else is sagging off. So even if you're getting in a guy's hands and you're about to cause a turnover, they have a free pass to either way. You got to press out on those adjacent passes when you're pressuring.
Right.
Ryan Simons, the long stick midfielder, gets the penalty, so a man up here for FGCU. And a good opportunity, and FGCU cashes in. 2-0, Eagles up early.
Great finish from Nick Griffin. Just stepping around, man up opportunity. Nobody steps to him. He holds the defense, takes 2 steps top side, and nice slick finish on the doorstep.
So FGCU able to take advantage of that extra man opportunity. Got an early lead over the 8 seed. This FGCU team, one of 2 teams from the SELC in Division II in this tournament. Also, the 6th seed, Kennesaw State, finding their way here to the national tournament in Salt Lake City.
Sierra Nevada needs a possession. Florida Gulf Coast is dominant on the time of possession.
Good chance here.
Nice ground ball.
Danny Dubiak scoops it up, and they'll start the clear.
Kevin Pham with a great face-off win for Sierra Nevada. 6 foot 240.
Big boy.
240.
Throw that weight around.
He looks strong with the ball in his clamp.
Yeah.
He's been first to the clamp every single time.
Yep, a lot of weight on that top hand. Getting his stick over the ball first. Again, Sierra Nevada in the break. Talking about multiple dodges within their possession. Trying to share the ball.
This is Quinn Nicodemus.
Going to the invert now. Not getting a lot out of their first set.
Balin Marshall takes him behind.
Little big little action.
20 points this season. Kicks it out top. Shot sails a little wide.
It's a pretty good set there. You like that shot?
Yeah, it's a great look. You know, big little behind to a dodge and a feed with a step down shot. I mean, got a good look at the cage. Just got to get it on cage.
Number 13, Connor Rideout with that look. Great move in front, and Jack Southern cashes in. The sophomore getting the Sierra Nevada Eagles on the board for the first time today.
It's a great way to get a goal. Run by your defenseman and dunk it.
Tiptoeing on the crease.
It's only that easy every time, right?
Hey, but you and I both know, win your matchup, you're gonna be creating offense either for yourself or for your teammates. Slide doesn't come, you get a shot on the doorstep. Slide does come, you got the feed to the backside for an easy layup.
Exactly. I like to see him take that championship step, getting in front of the cage. Didn't shoot at goal line extended, low angle. Finished in front of the cage and buried one for Sierra Nevada here.
The championship step, I've never heard that before. You trademarked that?
No, that's a Toomey.
Oh,
that's a Toomeyism.
I do like that though.
Loyola coming out in Josh.
Another face-off win for Sierra Nevada.
Southern. Nick, not Jack, who just scored, number 7. They're number 7 and 8 in your programs. Breaks it in, and they'll get another offensive set. This is something that Sierra Nevada really hasn't had until this point in the game. Back-to-back good offensive opportunities.
See what they can do with this face-off win by Kevin Pham.
And a little bit of a different set. 1-3-2. Both short stick defenders are out high.
Close call there for Sierra Nevada, but Nicodemus scoops it up. From way downtown, the bounce shot is stopped. Cotton again, 3rd save of the afternoon for him.
It's a decent look for Nicodemus, but Cotton was all over that bounce shot.
Yeah, good look. Got to the middle of the field. got to his strength, but a great save.
Good ride here for Sierra Nevada.
Tough ride, love it.
And great hustle from Almonte for FGCU to get it in. Low angle shot, way up in the air, and corralled by Jordan Briggs. Got his own rebound.
I think if he gets that, pulls that shot, he had no angle. If he pulls that shot up another 6 inches, I think he finds the back of the net. He dropped the goalie.
Pass couldn't be completed around the end line. And that brings us to the end of our opening quarter. Florida Gulf Coast striking early and often with a pair. Sierra Nevada responding with one. It's a 2-1 game in the 8-9 matchup in Division II here in the MCLA National Championship, powered by Under Armour.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? All right. See ya. Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Welcome back to the 2018 MCLA National Championships, powered by Under Armour. The 8-9 matchup, Division II, Florida Gulf Coast and Sierra Nevada doing battle start of the second quarter. The Eagles from Florida Gulf Coast with a 2-1 lead. Another good face-off battle. This is Greg Bice, Josh Hawkins, Travis Eldridge back with you. We have a violation, so Sierra Nevada gets the first possession of this second quarter.
Kevin Pham once again being first to the clamp.
Dominating the face-off X right now. See the frustration from Florida Gulf Coast face-off guy.
And you talked about the strength. It's once he gets that clamp, he's able to control it and put it wherever he wants. Back to the invert.
In the timeout, Florida Gulf Coast defense was emphasizing the coma slide, cross crease slide right there.
Good
Working
chance
on that because of that Southern goal.
They didn't have a slide at all.
No.
Loose ball scooped up by FGCU. Nice hit along the sideline, but it's saved by the Eagles.
Great ride.
Scooped up. FGCU gets the possession.
Florida Gulf Coast been impressed with their defense and Cotton in the cage.
Once again, a very settled offense we've seen for both these teams. Very few transition opportunities so far in the first quarter or so.
Credit both these teams on the ride. Doing a great job of the attack units of slowing down the transition, allowing the proper substitutions to occur, and and get back and play defense and play settled and not give up those transition opportunities.
Tomasin feeds in front. Shot couldn't quite get off, but the backup is there.
Nice cut.
Johnny Mulcahy with the shot. Shot high, saved and corralled by Erickson.
Tough shot, body kind of falling over, falling away from the cage. Didn't get much on the shot. Nice save. Easy save.
Nick Griffin already with the goal today, wanted more.
And he got to a good spot.
Unsettled situation, but Cotton up to the challenge.
There's a little transition for you there, Travis.
Yeah, look.
I'll tell you what, that was a great handle. And a smooth looking long stick midfielder from Sierra Nevada. But that shot placement, Cotton's been all over the bounce shots. They got to change their location and mix up their shot variety.
Nick Southern, Cole Kennedy in there here for Sierra Nevada.
The long pole, I'm always a fan of the high to high. Release.
Yeah, let it rip.
Top shelf smoke, baby.
Yeah.
The old Michael Earhart. Southern feeds in front.
A little bit of a force there.
Sierra Nevada couldn't quite handle that one. FGCU with the possession.
I like that look from Southern. Good look to the crease. He's drawn a lot of tension from that Florida Gulf Coast defense.
And how hard is it for a goalie when the ball's at X and you're facing backwards and the ball comes right to the crease? Obviously, you have to do a 180.
Right.
So hard to pick up that and react.
I think it's fitting that FGCU has a play called Tampa. Skip pass out top. Just missed that one. Just high of the bar was Liam O'Connor.
If O'Connor puts that on cage, that's going to go.
An errant pass comes out toward midfield. That's the over and back. Eagles wanted the super quick restart, didn't quite get it.
And that's one there where they might want to pick it up and try and press because they've had such a hard time of creating good looks against the settled defense of Florida Gulf Coast. You might just want to pick it up and try and press a little bit, a 4-on-4 situation or 3-on-3, 5-on-5, where there's more space for you to operate and the defense isn't settled.
Oh, I love those plays. A quick whistle. Try to win the whistle.
Mm-hmm. Win the whistle, championship step. I love what you're bringing right now.
Breaking them all out today for you, Greg.
Josh just likes the quick whistle. A shot and a score. Nice move around the crease. Drew Horton, the senior, with his 17th goal of the season.
That was a very difficult shot. Didn't have a lot of angle. Inside roll, but he inside rolled right on the goal line, but uses his hands and reaches back in front of the cage to increase his angle.
Keep it up there, Nat'l. Let's go!
It's tough position to slide from there. You can't really come from up top or cross crease. I mean, it's such a quick move at goal line extended. You almost got to send someone early there if you want to send somebody at all.
And Sierra Nevada bench is super energized after that goal, but
whoa. FGCU is trying for the hidden ball trick, I believe.
Not sure what happened.
Yeah, interesting scrum there at the face-off.
But they get the possession off the violation. Johnny Mulcahy sets things up. Knotted up at 2 as we inch toward the midway point of the second quarter.
So I did learn that Sierra Nevada is not running a zone. They kind of sag backside, which kind of makes it look more like a zone, because that backside, the backside of the defense is sagging in and kind of coming off their individual matchups.
It's really interesting because they're so packed in.
Yeah.
And like you said, they're not really covering any, like they're not really covering their players in the middle.
Right, right.
It looks like a zone to me. Still,
it's kind of like a lazy defense almost.
Yeah, because they're not on the ball. They don't put a lot of pressure. You see, look, they got 2 or 3 guys.
They bring that second slide in early and kind of let their first slide float.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the look there is going to be the skip all the way through.
Pass, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, Carter Ayers with it, and his pass just too high. Turnover for FGCU. Sierra Nevada has a chance to take its first lead of this game. Winner of this game moves on to play St. Thomas in the second round. The top seed moving on easily. The win over Missouri State.
Wonder if we'll see Sierra Nevada go back to the invert.
Good call. Looks like it's happening right now.
Man, I should be a coach.
It's your guy, Nicodemus.
Oh, I did. I coached him, actually.
Ohio kid.
Who's hot? Who's hot?
That's not
worm
gonna go.
burner.
Yeah.
I mean, Cotton has been up to the challenge all day so far. Unsettled situation for FGCU. Extra pass.
Oh.
Wow.
How many fakes was that?
I counted 4. 4 or 5.
That's only because you can't count higher than 4. But what a finish. How about the patience there, Hawkins?
I love it. Transition play, tic-tac-toe, hit the backside. Patience on the backside, couple fakes for a nice goal. Pumping up the whole sideline here, too.
Yeah, Briggs is a smooth lefty, number 7 there for Florida Gulf Coast. Even when some guys you just watch play and you look at him, you say, this guy's slick, this guy's good. And when you watch him pass the ball, his stick, it just looks so crisp.
Yeah, it has that finesse, has the hands, has that the stick skills. Something that we don't really have.
No, we don't. That's why we're not on the offensive end.
Face-off violation gives it to Sierra Nevada. Trying to answer FGCU. Nice defensive play.
Sierra Nevada's trying to get the timeout. Yeah, I don't know why they're not awarding it.
Well, I guess they just saved one.
But great heads-up play from Florida Gulf Coast, pushing out.
Yeah.
Trying to prevent the touch of the foot in the box. You get the delay.
And
7.
Nevada had too many guys on the field.
Looks like Sierra Nevada can't count to 6 either.
Well played.
There's great college education, Sierra Nevada and Loyola.
Yeah, it seems like we had that goal, the low-angle goal from Sierra Nevada. Momentum had swung. Florida Gulf Coast was able to weather that storm, and now it seems that they're riding a little bit of a momentum swing.
Yeah, see if they can capitalize on this possession, because they're not winning the face-offs right now, but they're playing well defensively.
O'Connor, a little bit of trouble. Escapes. Continue to work it around. This is Nick Griffin. He's got a goal so far. That one
good defense
doesn't get through. Scooped up by Erickson. Both these goalies have been solid so far.
Not sure who that pass was to.
Long, errant outlet. And FGCU scoops it up.
Josh, you hearing a lot? I feel like I'm hearing a lot of like indirect trash talk between these teams, where they're yelling at their bench, but it's saying what the other team can't do.
Yeah, it's kind of a good way to trash talk. You're not directly talking to the person.
I'm talking to my team, but I'm telling them how bad you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Were you a trash talker? Are you a trash talker?
Depends on the opponent.
In college, Ratliff did a lot of the talking for me. Couldn't shut him up.
Yeah. And what about now?
Now, not so much. No.
Well, you're older now.
He's a veteran.
A little bit
league,
wiser.
as we found out.
Mike Manley had a good chirp on me the other day.
What did he say?
Are we allowed to repeat it?
Yeah, he said, you should go back to TV.
And here you are. Well played.
It's one of those where I kind of laughed at it and I was like, oh, that's a pretty good one.
Maybe I should. Another loose pass toward the front.
Nice hustle. Oh. Florida Gulf Coast defender lunges, keeps it over, and then his teammate kicks it back.
Good defense.
Oh.
Free opportunity. Man. Good look for Southern there on the doorstep.
All right, they're awarding Sierra Nevada the timeout now.
Now they get the timeout. Coach wanted one in all sorts of traffic.
Took 6 minutes, but they finally gave it to him.
Franks is to a stoppage on the field. FGCU holding on to a 1-goal lead in this first half. We'll be back with more coverage of this first round game in the 2018 MCLA National Tournament.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Welcome back to Salt Lake City, Utah. Round 1 in Division 2, the MCLA National Tournament. The 8-9 game between Sierra Nevada and Florida Gulf Coast. The Eagles of Florida Gulf Coast with a 1-goal advantage here late in the first half. It's been a real methodical game here, Greg, as we've watched these two teams. Really, it almost feels like they're still trying to feel each other out.
Still trying to feel each other out. There hasn't been a lot of transition opportunities, so we're playing a settled 6-on-6 offensive and defensive game, and both of these goalies have looked fantastic. Sierra Nevada calls the timeout here, 3:32. Josh, did you get anything from their huddle?
Yeah, set up an offensive play called 14 wing. They're going to dodge with the righty short stick up top side, sweep across the top, and try to get some action that way on the crease. But yeah, 14 wing is what the play is called. They're dodging from one of the low wings, again sweeping up top, trying to create some action inside.
All right, let's see if it's successful.
Looking to tie things up here. It's number 5 in white triggering. Danny Dubiak.
I like what Florida Gulf Coast does with their long sticks on the defensive end, pushing out, approaching, not allowing Sierra Nevada offensive players to get running starts.
Here's the start of the play here.
Nicodemus winds and fires. It sails wide.
It's not what they drew up.
Sierra Nevada. Well,
they did start on that side of the field, so you got that right at least.
Apparently they were trying to fake you out.
Maybe they did. They heard you were going to bring it back to us and did the old bait and switch.
Attacking the shorty matchups though. Trying to attack those short stick D middies.
I think sometimes teams get too focused on attacking the short sticks, and not letting your best players initiate against pulls.
Pass knocked down. But it's Nicodemus. Hustle play for the ground ball. Gets it back to Southern. Pass in front, in traffic. Nice save.
Got a hold coming against Florida Gulf Coast.
Cotton keeping another one out. He's a little shooken up.
Nice long possession there for Sierra Nevada. Got one good shot off, and they did run the sweep. They ended up sweeping across the top.
Whatever helps you sleep it.
Yeah.
They got to get Cotton moving in order to score him. They can't stare him down and alley dodges. They're not going. Got to get him moving side to side. Get your shots off before he's set.
Extra pass right off the mask of Cotton, but he keeps it out. One more time, shot sails high.
Two good opportunities. First one a save, and the second just sails high.
Nicodemus, the pass in front, another save by Cotton.
Hey, Josh.
Cotton kicks another one.
Lights out right now.
Are you kidding me?
We're back to even strength. And Cotton collects the loose ball.
Was that a 4-save series there?
I think so. That's what I could count to.
And a timeout for FGCU.
Huge stop. Florida Gulf Coast. Man, and Cotton just fantastic between the pipes, standing on his head.
All sorts of fired up on the FGCU sideline. With 1:10 to go, Florida Gulf Coast holding on to a 1-goal advantage, and they've got a red-hot goalie. Guys, if you're Florida Gulf Coast, what does this do for your morale on the sideline, especially if you're on that defense when you see your keeper making saves like that?
Gives us some confidence, right?
Yeah, you feel like you can play a little bit looser in front. You don't have to be perfect because your goalie is bailing you out. And when you have that, you can be more aggressive, you can take more chances. And like you said, you're looser and you feel more comfortable knowing that your goalies, even if you do get beat, your goalie's going to bail you out.
Foot save, a shoulder save, a head save.
Took one right off the mask. For when you look at Sierra Nevada, shooting-wise, what do you try to do against a guy who's playing as well as he is?
You just got to keep shooting. Yeah, and I think what we saw on one of those sets was they're trying to be perfect with their shots. And whenever you're playing a hot goalie, you start to think a little bit too much sometimes as a shooter. Just catch and shoot. You know, I think thinking less is often better.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS methodology.
Yep.
Josh, full of the sayings and one-liners today.
Was that a to me as well? Or did you get that somewhere else?
That's somewhere else.
Oh, look
Aaron
at this. This
pass.
is not what you want.
Over and back again. Sierra Nevada chance to get a quick restart here if they want to.
So an opportunity for Sierra Nevada. They should hold for one. What do you like to attack on the offensive side if you're trying to hold for one? You got a minute left. You go 20, 15, somewhere around there?
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. You know, if if you're trying to isolate and get one guy to dodge the cage for a shot, you know, I think you can wait to 10 seconds or so. But if you're drawing something up and you're running a play that you run at the end of a clock, you know, it really depends on, you know, how long that play takes. But I think 15 to 10 seconds is pretty good.
Marshall in front. Backed up by
Sierra Nevada. 23 seconds.
But if you're Sierra Nevada, you're winning the faceoffs too. So,
right.
You know, maybe try to get a quick one and then, you know, win the faceoff and try to do it again.
And the clock that you're seeing on your screen, there's actually a little bit more time.
15 seconds now. Southern tripped up, somehow gets the shot off, and it goes. Sierra Nevada ties things up at 3.
Impressive stick handling and athleticism.
It's May. He's not a freshman anymore.
But he gets to a good spot, gets double teamed, slips. Southern has the awareness and the body control and the patience. I think a lot of guys would panic in that situation.
And what a hard shot. I mean, he put everything into that hip side shot. I mean, perfect location, just wrapped right on inside that pipe. I mean, beauty shot.
Forgot the ball. 3 seconds left. And time runs out on this first half. About what you expected from these two in the 8-9 matchup in Division II. A good one between Florida Gulf Coast and Sierra Nevada. We're knotted up at 3 after 30 minutes. We'll be back with the second half of the MCLA National Tournament, powered by Under Armour.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Life is about moments.
If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings. Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? All right. See ya. Right at it, right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. The shaft is the Meso, and obviously when you look at it, it's got a really sleek look to it. Black on black is pretty smooth. Feel it, it's not too rigid, got a little bit of a grit to it. It's very durable, but it's pretty light. It's got a little bit of a flex to it, so it puts a little bit more on your shot. UA Meso Composite, balanced, battle tested. My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and finished up at University of Maryland, College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
I'm Greg Gorenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. The first thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough and can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have to go buy a new head every few games, so this head basically encompasses all three of those. The Face-Off Academy put Command X's heads and their prototypes through the grinder. They lasted throughout the entire grind. They flexed exactly how we wanted them to. So not only were they pliable, not only were they durable, but they were also used in a lot of different facets. So it came out with a pretty good rating. The UA Command X. Dive under, take over.
Founded in 2009, Lacrosse Talk Radio has the most live and up-to-date coverage of the fastest sport on 2 feet. Whether you're listening to one of our over 200 live youth, high school, collegiate, or professional game broadcasts, or our regional specialty shows, Lacrosse Talk Radio gives you access and insight to your favorite teams and players. Visit us at lacrossetalkradio.com for our broadcast schedules in the Rocky Mountain, Tri-State, and Mid-Atlantic regions. Lacrosse Talk Radio, the official voice of the MCLA.
Welcome back. Time for the second half in our 8-9 matchup in Division II of this MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour. A good one so far through 30 minutes. Florida Gulf Coast, the 9 seed, took an early lead up 2-0, but Sierra Nevada responded, and it leaves us locked up at 3 entering this third quarter. Travis Eldridge, Greg Bice, Josh Hawkins roaming the sideline. We're once again back with you. Guys, we saw a whole bunch of different stuff, but really the key that we saw is that both teams felt each other out, and it felt like toward the end of that first half, both teams got a little bit more comfortable offensively, finding some opportunities.
And this is what you would expect, a close game, the 8 and 9 seeds. So nice job by the selection committee of matching these teams up appropriately. But like you said, a little bit more rhythm, a little bit more flow. But I think the storyline has to be the goaltending and the defense for both of these teams. Two different styles with the defenses, but both goaltenders have been great.
Cotton for FGCU just went off with a flurry of saves in that first half. And, you know, again, it comes down to the shooting. Move these goalies, change the shot locations, high to low, low to high, change up your shot. Get these goalies guessing a little bit here, and you know, find the back of the net. But first face-off here, the second half, Pham with the weight.
What's he listed at, Josh?
240.
Big guy, but it's FGCU that comes away with the opening face-off of the second half. Greg, did you say nice job by the selection committee? Those words are never spoken.
Well, they obviously got this matchup correct.
There's always somebody unhappy.
Well, I'm not very happy, you know, because my Buckeyes didn't get in.
Yeah, well, different selection committee.
Different selection committee. Correct.
Florida Gulf Coast gets his first possession of the third quarter.
And you see the soft defense once again from Sierra Nevada.
This is Carter Ayers, feed in front, and a pretty finish from Jordan Briggs. Just like that, the Eagles take the lead right back.
That's exactly how you break down that defense of Sierra Nevada. They're sagging in that second slide, letting that first slide kind of roam. And if you don't get that third slide back down on the backside, you know, he's going to be wide open. Perfect cut towards the ball, and a nice finish there.
Yeah, I think the fact that Florida Gulf Coast player continued to work towards the ball, that slide was chasing him right to his back and gave him enough time and room to get his shot off.
Can we start calling the defense the Mazone?
I still think it's a zone. I don't care what anybody says.
Big face-off win there for Kevin Pham.
And Pham actually had won the previous face-off. He was first to the clamp, just wasn't able to put it where he wanted.
Right, he's doing a great job of getting that first clamp, getting the ball out, continuing to get help from his wings, and he'll have a good day.
Danny Dubiak rotating it around. Quinn Nicodemus. Now back up top to Cole Kennedy. Looking to make something happen. Feeds behind. Rolling toward the front. Another save.
Force there.
Cotton again with the stop.
Dubiak.
Yeah, low angle shot. Good defense. Had a stick in his hands. Forced a bad shot. Ball went a little bit higher than he probably was intending.
Tough ride here, O'Connor.
And with all those things considered, you still got to then beat Cotton on top of it.
Right.
You got to be close to not getting this in here.
And just a Hail Mary shot. And it ends up in an FGCU stick.
There we go.
And there's the failure to advance. Juan O'Neill rings it in. The sophomore pole wants some, and it's once again Cotton up to the challenge.
Got a moving interference, moving screen here. It's Florida Gulf Coast. It's again not a great shot for Sierra Nevada.
Yeah, right into the chest pad. Cotton's going to be all over that one.
If he stops some of the ones he's seen.
I'd like to see them go back to Jack Southern. He's been able to beat his individual matchup.
How about Nick Southern? Because that's who's got the ball. We go with him, his brother?
We'll go brother, two-man game. How about that?
It is.
I like that.
Number 7 and 8. Nick and Jack.
Looks like Nick is going to be the mirror on the crease there. Just go the opposite direction.
Here comes Jack. He's in the crease.
Well, you did call it. Called the right guy initiating, just wasn't able to stay out of that crease.
And we've got a flag.
He needs to go back on the field. They're offsides. He's standing on, but they already got the penalty. You need to send him over.
You might as well.
Yeah. And here he comes. You want to help him out? There you go.
Shot sails wide. That'll trigger the penalty.
Simmons ran on, and he's running right back off because the shot occurred. For you young players out there, you get the offside penalty, just stay on. You've got the penalty.
Stop them.
Yeah,
don't let them score.
Yeah, exactly. Play 7 on 6.
So a man-up opportunity here for FGCU, looking to take a 2-goal lead for the second time today. Airs one time, Briggs 1-1. Just a little wide, but there for the backup is Nick Griffin. Lighten it up.
Yeah, well, low angle. I've seen multiple low angle shots.
Erickson out of his cage, tight walking the sideline. And we're back to even. Just the one shot there on the extra man. Got some confusion here.
Hey, I'm here.
Maybe they started a little too quickly.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada has it.
It's definitely white ball, for sure. This is my favorite kind of clear. Give it to your fastest player and get out of the way.
The old punt return?
The old punt return. You've done a few of those.
Punt return, kick return.
I've never done any of those. They never gave me the ball and said, hey, just get out of Greg's way, let him run. Said no one ever.
The Matt Abbott.
Yeah, no, not me.
Not. So Sierra Nevada looking to even things back up. Austin Cotton in goal for FGCU has been terrific.
That is the storyline to this point.
This would be a much different game if not for his performance. Across, shot sails wide. Southern there for the backup.
Good ball movement, good off-ball play so far in this set.
The Southerns playing the 2-man game behind.
Nice look.
Couldn't handle it.
Got a hold, loose ball hold, and it's staying.
Stays Sierra Nevada.
Stays with the Eagles. Josh, how about Florida Gulf Coast's ability to slide and recover?
Another save.
Yeah, they're sliding pretty early. Get a nice recovery. Sliding to those dodges down the alley.
And we've got a flag flying. Did anything get past Austin Cotton today?
Three did.
Well played.
3 really good shots.
3 really good shots.
But yeah, another big save.
That was another good save by Austin Cotton.
But we get your point. He's been fantastic.
He's been really good. It's an extra man opportunity here for Sierra Nevada.
They got a couple decent looks out of their last man up possession.
Nicodemus. Back up top to Southern. Feeds to his brother. Errant pass, and it goes over the sideline. Nice break if you're Florida Gulf Coast.
I think Southern might have, next if he had that opportunity again, just step in and let that one go.
Yeah, he could have taken a shot there.
Yeah, got it off the pass. Goalie's moving.
One man clear for Florida Gulf Coast.
Good ride.
Nicodemus.
And avoids the hit. Fancy footwork.
It's like he had a good coach or something.
At least one.
Florida Gulf Coast keeps here.
Yeah, in a game like this, you can't make the mental mistakes and the unforced errors. You get the stops, you got to clear it.
And the penalties released, so we're back to even strength. Florida Gulf Coast with a 1-goal advantage midway through this third quarter. The 8-9 matchup in Division II here at the MCLA National Tournament. Winner gets St. Thomas tomorrow here in Salt Lake City. Individual effort. That one just couldn't quite get put on cage. Erickson standing tall there.
Good take.
It's triggered in by Ayers. Shot from distance, and Erickson's all over that one.
Both these goalies are going to save shots like that. You got to get some ball movement from the offense.
Here comes your punt return.
It's like one person did it, now everybody wants in on the action.
Okay.
Balin Marshall.
Tightrope.
Yeah.
Playing hot potato. Skip pass across. Back to Marshall, and he couldn't handle it again.
Got to put that pass on his ear. A little bit better pass. That's a layup. It's a huge swing. What would have been a great goal-scoring opportunity. Comes a turnover.
Good recovery by Florida Gulf Coast, too. Oh, nice takeaway, Jack.
That was nice.
I know you love the sound of that.
I did love the sound of that.
You've had a couple of those for the highlight reel today.
Those ones feel great. You hit the ball perfectly.
That's what it was. It was all ball and it's a little bit of plastic there.
Yep.
There's a flag down. So a free opportunity for Sierra Nevada. Once again, Cotton stops it. Big surprise there, but it triggers.
Yeah, we had an offsides on Florida Gulf Coast. Josh, in the opening of this game, we talked about your style, your shades, how you're known for your dress. What do you think about tights? How do you feel about the tights under? I see a lot of these players wearing them. I know a lot of the younger kids are doing it.
It's an art. You can't just wear them and throw them on. You gotta have a perfect sock length. Okay. You have to have, some guys do like the 3/4, but pull them up to their knees. You got to have about 1.5 inches between your mid calf and your spandex, and I think it looks good. But
Cotton again.
Personally, I've gone away from the spandex. I wore the spandex all last season and the season before that, but now I'm a non-spandex guy. I'm back to non-spandex.
So they're out now.
Spandex is out.
They're out of style.
Yeah. Or sorry, leggings.
Off the post.
Tights, whatever you want to call them.
Sorry, I probably don't call them the right thing, but
leggings.
Finally had Cotton beat.
Yeah,
and the post comes in and makes the save.
Beat one, you just can't beat both. Nick Griffin, chance here as we are back to even strength.
And thanks, Josh, for those fashion tips with leggings. Is that the official?
Yeah, we'll call them leggings. We'll go with leggings.
Okay.
It's all about the legging to sock ratio.
What about the short length? Is there a length that needs to be hit for the shorts to look right?
Shorts can kind of do what they do, you know.
Shorts are coming back in.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of the tight shorts. Let the thighs out, you know?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Everybody appreciates that too, Josh. Jordan Briggs, that low angle spot is like his go-to.
That's his money maker. And what I liked about with Briggs there, he caught and he shot. Quick release, didn't allow the goalie to get set. Even though he didn't put it on cage, good case scenario, wasn't an easy save. You know, it's either the back of the net or it's backed up by your team and you maintain possession.
Briggs again, same spot. Erickson stops it. Briggs the rebound, shot stopped. And then the low pass couldn't be completed to Briggs. Like, there's going to be like a brown circle in that area on this side of the field where Jordan Briggs sets up.
Yeah, one of those will go soon.
Yeah, know your strengths. He's obviously a low-angle shooter, that lefty wing shooting space. Just post up there if that's what you do well.
They are doing a good job dodging the opposite side and finding him on the backside too.
Yeah, it's the shots he's taking, he's open.
Right.
Balin Marshall.
I feel like I've noticed a lot of drop passes or passes to the feet that are kind of hurting both of these offenses, both these teams right now.
Loose ball in front.
So important to put the ball on a guy's ear.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've always noticed, Josh, is if you throw one bad pass, and even if that guy catches it, it's like the second pass or the third pass are bad as well.
Yeah.
Is that a hockey jump in front?
Big hit. That'll be a loose ball push.
Juan O'Neill. I believe he dove in front of that shot.
Selling the body out.
He knows what's on the line.
Yeah.
Spot to play on Tuesday. Don't want to go home. That one sails wide. And Sierra Nevada wants to talk things over here late in the third quarter. They take a timeout. We will as well. Only one goal so far in this second half. That belongs to FGCU. They've got a one-goal advantage here in round one in Division II of the MCLA National Tournament.
My name is Pat Young. I started my college career at University of Maryland, Baltimore County and finished up at University of Maryland College Park. I currently play for the Ohio Machine. This is the Under Armour Banshee. It's the mid-level lacrosse cleat. What I like about it is it's got a low cleat feel, but with the protection of a mid to high cleat. I'm usually a guy who likes to protect my ankles, but I don't like to lose the mobility and feel like I'm wearing a heavy cleat. UA Banshee, untouchable, unstoppable.
Welcome back to the 8-9 matchup here in Division II of the MCLA National Tournament. Sierra Nevada, the 8 seed, down 1 to the 9 seed Florida Gulf Coast Eagles. Travis Eldridge, Greg Bice, Josh Hawkins back with you. And this seems like an important stretch in this game. It's been low scoring in the second half, only one goal since halftime. It seems like an opportunity for both of these teams to maybe kind of take control if they can.
Yeah, both of these teams have been back and forth. Nobody's been able to really grab momentum and ride it out and put together a run. It's been back and forth. We mentioned this 8-9 game. It's what you'd expect. And the defense from both of these teams and goaltending has been the storyline.
Pass deflected over the sideline, so FGCU will keep.
Speaking of defense, they made an adjustment here for this possession, locking off Jordan Briggs with the shorty. So 7, not going to be able to get that low angle shot off right now.
I think that's a great strategy, just to give him a different look.
He's been dangerous.
What do you think about that, Josh? You like the strategy?
Yeah, unless it creates offense like this.
Griffin to Briggs. Erickson, just enough of it.
Well, wasn't that the guy they were supposed to be locking?
It was. But yeah, you know, sometimes when it does become that 5-on-5 game, it kind of opens up the field a little bit for the offense. But he stayed involved. He was picking on ball, which I think helped keep him in the offense a little bit, and he ended up actually being able to get a shot off too.
Nick Sutherland gets it into the box for Sierra Nevada. A chance to try to tie things up. They've been scoreless in this third quarter with just a minute to go.
And if you're getting locked off, you got to stay involved, like you mentioned. Sometimes you see players just park it or kind of take themselves out of the play. But if you continue to work right there, you had an opportunity.
Nicodemus, bull dodge. And the errant pass.
Again, coming back to the passing, fundamentals.
If you guys are coaching and your team has a player that gets locked off, we saw it with Cornell and Jeff Teague, what do you prefer them do? Just sit out there and stay out of the play, or try to be involved somehow?
I'll go first, Josh, and then you. I always think one of the things that you can do is you can use them to screen, to set on-ball picks, because it becomes a double pick,
right?
Essentially. And then the other thing I love is putting them behind, letting them back up shots, taking a couple shots. You take a bad shot, you pick it up, and then you get that one-on-one, and you get your matchup that you want.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things you can do. I agree on all those. I think another tactic too is, you know, you could park that player being locked off at one of the corners of the restraining box, let him sit there, and a lot of times that defenseman is going to start creeping in a little bit, trying to get involved.
Right. They get bored. You know how defensemen are.
Exactly.
They're not the smartest. Your job is to lock them off.
5 seconds left.
3 seconds later. What am I doing out here?
Exactly.
What was my job? I want to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Well, only one goal in this third quarter. It belongs to Florida Gulf Coast. And so the Eagles, 15 minutes from a date with St. Thomas, here tomorrow in the MCLA National Tournament in Division II. We'll be back with the fourth quarter.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
Welcome back to the MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. Travis Eldridge, Greg Bice, Josh Hawkins roaming the sidelines. Florida Gulf Coast, 15 minutes from a date with top seed St. Thomas in the second round, but Sierra Nevada entering this fourth quarter just down 1, 4-3 with 15 minutes left to go here on field 3.
See if either team can find some sort of offensive rhythm.
Just one goal in that third quarter.
Message in the FGCU huddle was simple: finish your shots.
It's good coaching.
Yeah.
But seriously, I think from a coaching standpoint, a lot of times try and make things too complicated, and literally just tell you, hey guys, don't overthink it. Catch the ball and put it in the back of the net.
Right.
Loose ball is scooped up by Sierra Nevada, so down one, they'll get the first possession in this fourth quarter.
Brian Simmons for Sierra Nevada has been making some plays off the turf. He had that nice takeaway check that we had a great seat for. Right in front of us.
Playing well on the wings right now, too.
Yep.
Entered this game with 71 ground balls on the year.
As a freshman.
Wow. Impressive.
Nicodemus going to work at the short stick matchup. And the pass forced into traffic, but it skirts out to Nicodemus. Sierra Nevada keeps possession.
I'm surprised Southern almost even caught that pass. It was a super difficult feed inside.
A lot of traffic. Kennedy sends it behind. Back to Dubiak.
Keep that ball hot.
Southern going to work. It's one of the guys that's been able to get his own shot against this FGCU defense.
Good trail check. Southern did a nice job on posting up and just feeling the pressure from his defender. Defender goes high, he comes underneath, defender goes underneath, he rolls back high. Just wasn't able to protect the stick enough and get the shot on cage.
Good long opening possession to start the fourth quarter for Sierra Nevada, but that one scooped away. Chris Englert in transition.
Englert might be cramping up.
Yeah, he went down. Wasn't sure if he was wearing shoes. Those are some shiny looking cleats.
Those are shiny.
Those are Cam Newton's, Travis.
Oh.
Cam Newton Under Armour
Well,
cleats.
you're the style guy.
Does he wear that color? Or does he have multiple colors?
He's got all the colors.
He's got all.
Yeah, he's got all.
Pink platinum action. I don't know what color you call it, but there you go. But it's a turnover. Comes back to Sierra Nevada, and after a 2-minute possession to open up the fourth quarter, they get it right back.
What kind of cleats you wear, Josh?
I'm wearing the New Balance Burn cleats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feeling
low.
pretty fast in those?
Feeling fast, yeah. Feeling good.
How do you feel about the ankle sock look?
I love it, man. You gotta. I go ankle socks every.
And we've
there's
got a
goal.
tie game. Brendan Berry, the freshman, he puts it home. We're knotted up at 4.
Brendan Berry finding the soft spot in the defense, and then finally is able to beat Cotton. The overhand high to low release beats him 5-hole.
Yep, nice high to low shot, powerful shot. Right on top of the cage.
When you look at the Sierra Nevada roster, it's stacked with sophomores and freshmen. They got a bright future.
It's just Berry's 4th goal of the season. Entered this game with 6 points on 3 goals and 3 assists. It's a big time for it. Tying up your national tournament game in the fourth quarter. It's been a great
there he is again.
Battle to
Simmons,
watch.
yeah.
Southern pass across, tic-tac-toe, and Sierra Nevada has a lead.
That is some great lacrosse. And it starts with Simmons in the ground ball.
Beautiful ground ball. Moves it one more right off the ground. Beautiful offense. Really unselfish offense, too.
Love the extra pass to the empty net.
You mentioned the freshmen and sophomores that dominate this Sierra Nevada team. Sometimes that bodes, badly for the other team. They don't know any better. They're out here just having fun, playing hard.
No pressure.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, after being held scoreless in the third quarter, Sierra Nevada's got 2 goals in the first 3.5 minutes of the fourth, and they've got their first lead of the game.
I did want to circle back to the ankle socks.
Okay, let's
question.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a practice thing. You know, when you're practicing ankle socks.
Okay.
Because the tan.
Oh, the tan line.
Yeah, you don't want to
Right.
get the tan lines, but game time you gotta go to the mid socks.
Okay. How do you feel about the high socks, the Bobos? We wore those when I was in college. My whole team did them.
The Genesee look, West Genesee look with the high socks.
Yes, up to the knee. No?
No,
Maybe
not
too
feeling
much.
it. Yeah, a little.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's why we ask you.
You are the professional.
Easy save.
Erickson up to the challenge again. Both these goalies continue to be really good. Sierra Nevada now gets the clear.
Yeah, fading away from the cage down the alley, sidearm.
Erickson's a sophomore in cage for Sierra Nevada, another diaper dandy.
Yep.
Cole Kennedy lifts it over to Balin Marshall.
There's a lot of frustration right now on the Florida Gulf Coast sideline.
We've had control of this game for the most part. Tough angle there. Just watching it kind of slip away here.
And that frustration coming from not being able to pass and catch.
Yeah.
You know, and not being able to value the ball in their offensive end.
Well, they get it here.
One of my favorite things about lacrosse is you can tailor your game to your skill set. So if you're fast, you know, you don't have to have, you know, you can tailor your game. You can be a dodger. If you're got great vision, maybe you're not the fastest, but you've got great hands, then you can be a goal scorer. But the one thing everybody has to be able to do is catch and throw.
Exactly.
Florida Gulf Coast scored in that third quarter. Haven't had a real good opportunity in this fourth just yet. Down by one. Devin Deming. And the Eagles send it behind.
And the Mazzone defense is really frustrating.
They really got to connect a skip pass.
Yep.
Hit that backside because the backside guy is open.
He's not even showing though. He's 20 yards off the pipe right now.
Right.
You got to pinch that pipe. Look for the skip.
Here's Deming, the freshman.
Moving screen. Yep.
Oh, and turnover. That one hurts. Just no real great chances. And Sierra Nevada sets up the clear.
These mistakes by FGCU are starting to compound. Throwing the ball away, moving picks.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting, isn't it? They just start, like you said, they're compounding. It's like one and then another, then another, then another. I think that's a little bit that's a result of the frustration that they're feeling on the offensive end and guys just trying to make plays.
Wrapping around. Man, Cotton needed that one. Keeps this a one-goal game.
Cotton again, man.
Cotton now with
There's another one.
14
I was just
saves.
about to say, Josh, you want to say something there? He's catching and throwing, right?
Catching and throwing.
And that's when where the attackman is standing deep, he's not moving, the pole brings it over. If you're an attackman in that situation, you sprint up and you go get that ball.
You work for the ball.
That's right.
You got to demand that rock. Get it out of the defenseman's stick because they're going to do things like that.
Because they're defensemen. Oh,
Nice
opportunity,
move.
fast break.
Nicodemus across to Southern and couldn't complete the pass.
Southern was thinking about shooting before catching.
The basics.
What it is, it's a simple game.
Liam O'Connor, the feed.
There's a low angle goal by Briggs.
The finish. We're back knotted up at 4.
Wow, not a lot to shoot at.
Man, That's why he's been shooting from that exact same spot the entire game.
Know your strengths.
That's a frustrating one from Sierra Nevada, just because, you know, their body language, they're dominating right now. They're pushing the pace, they're connecting on passes like that, and you know, you're playing well on defense, and then you let in a low angle goal like that. That's a tough one.
And FGCU comes away with a face-off win.
Erickson might not even been ready for that shot.
Jacob Meehan.
Look at this.
And FGCU gets the timeout. And we got a late flag.
This might be a freshman mistake here.
Yeah, Simmons has been jawing it with a couple of the players on the FGCU sideline throughout this game, and looks like he just took another penalty. Stay with you here, see what this call is.
This could be a big momentum swing here for FGCU if they get a goal here.
Sierra Nevada's lucky that was only a 30-second conduct. I think that's the right call, though. It wasn't too bad.
Right.
I mean, they were jawing, they got tied up a little bit. In Florida Gulf Coast, you heard their coaches walk away. We got the flag. We got the flag. You know, and if you're the second guy in that situation, you're first of all, you're always getting caught. Right.
Always.
Always. The coach, he did it first. I don't care. You got caught. Right.
Yep.
By the way, we've got an FGCU fan watching all the way from Spain and says that Austin Cotton is the nicest kid you'll ever meet.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, he's a heck of a goaltender as well.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good. 14 saves so far today. So we got a little under 7 minutes to go. All knotted up at 5 apiece.
Energy definitely on Florida Gulf Coast sideline.
And that swung just to the last minute.
Yeah, the low angle goal, and then you get the penalty.
He wants it again, and he bounces one home. The big one from Briggs. FGCU back on top.
An unusual man upset. Usually there's a couple passes, some off-ball movement.
Well, they can't pass right now, so just shoot.
Hey, whatever works. Give it to your best shooter. Let him pull the trigger.
The interesting thing for me on that one was Nicodemus picking up the pole.
I think he's
to play man down.
Yeah, I think he's their long stick. If a pole gets a penalty, that he fills in, grabs the long stick.
And he wasn't ready. He was right there on that corner where Briggs was, and he just steps in, rips it.
What was that, 13, 14 yards probably on that shot? It's pretty deep.
Yeah.
So we were talking just a second ago about Sierra Nevada potentially taking a 2-goal advantage. Now it's Florida Gulf Coast who's got a 6-5 lead. They got another face-off win.
And momentum. All on Florida Gulf Coast side.
Now at 6.5, you can certainly take your time.
And this is, in this situation, the time is shrinking. You can't have these turnovers that Florida Gulf Coast has had.
Deming makes a guy miss. Does it again. Erickson just enough of that one to keep it out. Ayers back to Briggs. He's got the last 2 for Florida Gulf Coast.
See if we get a timer put on.
Deming around the horn. No real shot at goal just yet.
And expect the officials to put something on them. Put the shot clock on here at some point. Some point soon.
They were yelling spinny. I'm sure that means spin the ball.
There you go, and you see
it's
the
elaborate
shot.
terms that you're breaking down here, Josh.
And that shot clearly wasn't intended to go on cage.
Right. Here we go, Tampa call. Getting a little offense.
To go in the fourth. Bouncer doesn't go, goes wide.
Should be white ball. There it is.
And back up to Sierra Nevada.
Spinny, what could that mean?
In the rock.
That's far we have you, Josh.
Couldn't count to 5, but you could figure out the call.
He's more of an English guy in school.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You guys know me so well.
This is Cole Kennedy going to work for the Eagles.
All right, Josh, what do you want to see? Who do you want to initiate your offense? This guy right here?
Oh, yeah. The brothers.
This is Jack Sutherland. Slips. So does his defender. And Sierra Nevada wants to pause things. We'll step aside. 4:13 to go. Florida Gulf Coast has some momentum, but Sierra Nevada has the ball. More of the fourth quarter of this MCLA National Tournament opening round game when we come back. Welcome back to Salt Lake City, Utah. Down the stretch we go in Game 2 here on Field 3 of the MCLA National Tournament powered by Under Armour. Division 2 action, the 8-9 game, and Florida Gulf Coast holding on to a 1-goal advantage here with 4:13 to go in this fourth quarter. Josh was just checking out the Sierra Nevada huddle as they will have the ball when we come out of this timeout. Josh, what'd you hear?
Oh, I love it by Coach Matt Day. I mean, he asked for 6 gloves on the ground to draw up his offensive play. I absolutely love it. They're going with a 2-2-2. They're going to try to sweep across the top and then throw back to the backside, find some guys popping out on the backside, find an opening.
You think they call that their deuces set? Would you have been able to figure that one out?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Up there with Spinney, right?
Yeah.
Who are they going to let initiate? Did they call an old number 8's number?
It's your boy Sutherland.
Looks like Nicodemus starting with the ball.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to get the ball to Southern, but now they're going with a pick. There you go. There's your 2-2-2, Josh. And they got the matchup now. The switch. Now you just got to get out of there. If you're Nicodemus, clear space. I don't know why they brought the pullback.
It's Drew Horton. Senior has it taken away.
He's looking at his stick like there's a hole in his mesh.
That was an interesting play to me because you had Southern with the short stick matchup.
You had the matchup you wanted.
Yeah, just get out of his way.
And FGCU draws the flag. Great hustle play from Griffin. Unsettled situation, and it's Briggs again.
Man, Briggs you knew that was going in. Second is defender. Overplayed, that pass missed. Briggs one-on-one, automatic.
Yeah.
See the celebration from Florida Gulf Coast sideline. I don't think it was Fortnite. Or we are seeing some Fortnite out there maybe, or NHL.
NHL 94.
NHL 94.
It's all the rage now in lacrosse.
Yeah.
It's a popular one.
My question is, the kids that are playing in college and doing the NHL 94 celebration, they didn't play NHL 94.
They weren't born yet.
No, they weren't born.
Like, how does that come about?
Oh,
Questions I
they're
have.
questions.
These are the things I think about.
Questions of life. This is an important face-off. The edge toward 3 minutes left. Sierra Nevada had a beat on it. It's Erickson coming out of the cage. Nice hustle play from Horton. No one wants this thing.
Just got to drop their shoulder and run through this ball. Ground balls are about toughness and heart. You're going to get hit. You're going to take some contact. You got to run through it.
Absolutely. Get low. Get your knuckles in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm not sure.
I think there's some confusion between the referees. Now they're on the same page. FGCU ball. 2:45 to go. How quickly do they put a timer on?
If you're Sierra Nevada, you got to push out. And pressure. They're still trying to get the field set. Not sure what the delay is.
Got it moving now. This is Carter Ayers. Just try to waste some time. Up by 2, under 3 minutes to go, but it's thrown away.
You got to push here. I think you push here.
Good chance in front, sails high. Danny Dubiak, an opportunity. And Sierra Nevada keeps 2:22 to go. Cole Kennedy from X. Pass couldn't find Dubiak. Southern there to scoop it up. They forgot about him. Just wide.
Good news for Sierra Nevada, you're winning face-offs. Bad news is you can't seem to score on Cotton with any kind of regularity.
Austin Cotton has been one of the storylines of this game for FGCU. The goalie.
Right on cue.
Able to steal that one away.
Interesting possession offensively by Sierra Nevada. Didn't really do anything.
No urgency really either, right?
No urgency.
This is an important ground ball. As we edge toward a minute, Sierra Nevada wins it. See if the Eagles go. Another great defensive play.
1 minute! 1 minute!
The senior, Johnny Mulcahy, looking to ice this one. Under a minute to go, and FGCU takes a timeout. And
I would say that Florida Gulf Coast has this wrapped up right now because of the play of Cotton. Obviously, there's a ton of time left, but Cotton just making every save.
Yeah, I assume they'll hold on to this ball and try to kill the rest of the clock here.
I mean, you look at what he did in the first half especially. I mean, there were times where it looked like Sierra Nevada had opportunity to take control of this game in the first half. Instead, we went into the break tied at 3. A nice third quarter for Florida Gulf Coast to take a 1-goal lead here into the fourth. And then it was really the momentum in the middle of this quarter where all of a sudden Jordan Briggs started connecting, and they've got a 2-goal advantage here with less than a minute to go.
He started to bury that shot, and in the first half they made that adjustment where they locked him off, but went away from that, and you know, that man-up goal kind of sparked that whole bench, that whole GCU team.
And right now for Sierra Nevada, they're going to come out in a double team, you would assume.
Right.
Have their goalie pushing out, locking off, and just trying to create a turnover.
Yep. That's all you can do.
The winner of this one moves on to take on the top seed in Division II. St. Thomas right here tomorrow.
And if you're going to play St. Thomas tomorrow and you're going to upset them, whoever wins here this game, you got to have good goaltending, right? You got to make some saves, and both of these teams have stellar goaltending and the ability to pull an upset.
If you're St. Thomas, you may like the outcome of this one. They actually beat Florida Gulf Coast earlier this year 14-3. Was in a really good game against Sierra Nevada 5-3. St. Thomas won both of those, but maybe something to think about as we look ahead to tomorrow. Florida Gulf Coast just going to try to run this thing out. Devin Deming splits a couple.
Good decision not to go to the cage there and continue to eat clock.
Under 40 seconds.
And when you got a guy with speed, you just run and end the game. As a defender, that sucks, man.
It's the worst.
Just chasing.
Just chasing. What a great game.
Draws the flag.
What a great game we've had.
Seriously.
This one has been a lot of fun for us to watch. Both these teams played so hard.
5 seconds left. And we've got a whistle. The refs are going to stop. We have a player that looks to be shaken up a little bit. Devin Deming.
Got another penalty.
Took a hard cross check.
We're waiting for a clock issue here to be solved.
I believe we're going to have 5 seconds left in the game.
Yep. A chance for Florida Gulf Coast to run this thing out and run right into a second round matchup with St. Thomas. And that's it, the 9 seed. Coming up with an upset win over the 8-seeded Sierra Nevada Eagles, it's FGCU. Moving on to tomorrow's second round here in Division II of the MCLA National Tournament. Guys, final thoughts?
Someone's got to buy Cotton a hot dog.
Yeah, Cotton was fantastic.
Maybe
Briggs
a whole pack
was
of hot
fantastic. But, you know, I think we saw an evenly matched game for the most part. They could have swung either way. The biggest issue for both these teams was just trying to find some sort of offensive rhythm. FGCU found rhythm late, was enough to put them over the top and get the victory against a good Sierra Nevada team.
Yeah, Sierra Nevada, you mentioned, you know, the freshman and sophomore being more of a young team. I think made some mistakes down the stretch that kind of hurt them.
So it's FGCU moving on to the second round tomorrow. We will be back with more action here on day one. We'll head to Division I when you next hear from us. But for now, for Josh Hawkins and Greg Bice, I'm Travis Eldridge. Your final score, Florida Gulf Coast 7, Sierra Nevada 5.
I'm Eric Law. I went to the University of Denver and I played professional lacrosse for the Denver Outlaws. This is the UA Command 2.0. I really like the new design of the thinner scoop at the top to help with ground balls, and the same thing in the back with the flare to help with ground balls as well. The pocket, it forms just a nice, easy pocket right in the middle. I also love how light it is. We've been in the sun all day. It still doesn't get that soupy, bendy feeling. Also, what I really like the new addition of is the side rail pockets for the shooters, which doesn't go right in there, which I think is a brilliant design.
I'm Greg Gurenlian, known as Greg Beast. I played for the New York Lizards. I just retired from the MLL, and I face off for Team USA. An elite level face-off man looks for a couple different things. The first thing is the pinch points of the head, the flex points, how it wraps around the ball. The second thing you look for is the scoop. Is it rigid enough and can it help you get an extra couple ground balls? The third thing is you want durability. You don't want to have